guys, today I'm gonna do Hollywood season 2 reunion part 1. Um this was an okay episode. It gave us something to talk about from the beginning to the end. So this was an okay episode. It's just I just felt like it was rushed along and that they didn't cover a lot of things that I wanted them to cover. So, or they let people get away with a lot of shit and not bring it up. But okay, we'll get to that. But anyway, let's get on with what. I don't really go too much in on what people wore or look like because, bitch, look at me. I got on a t-shirt. I'm just saying. And I probably couldn't afford half of the shit they got on. But this reunion, I'm sorry. I have an opinion on what they had on. I really did. Nina Parker, I think that's her name. She was the host again. And she did an okay job. I can't say that. She did an okay job. Like I said, they just don't ask some questions that I won't answer to. Um, they have 1,000,001 cast. Like, they have a lot of people on their cast. Omarion in April wasn't there for some odd ass reason. I don't know. Maybe he didn't want to answer the questions about April. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe she had morning sickness that day. I don't know. Moniece, I liked her dress standing up. Once she sat down in her ponytail in a dark look, I don't know why she always want to go for the dark look because people always be acting like she evil anyway. So why do you really want to take that persona on? But when I seen the pictures of the dress on her Instagram, I thought the dress was really pretty standing up. Um, Rich, he looked it okay. He looked it cute. I mean, he was basic, but he looked it better than all the other dudes on the damn panel, like for real. Max looked it like a little Amish kid lost. I don't know. He looked it weird. Ray J looked it like he wanted to audition for Men in Black. He looked it basic. Um, who else? Fizz looked it like a little boy. What other dude was on there? Willie looked like he was like from the 50s or 60s. I didn't like his hair. Yeah, I didn't like Willie hair. It just looked it weird. What else? Soldier Boy looked it dirty. So best dressed male had to go to Rich. Um, Princess looked at basic. It looked like she, and no shade to like the rainbow and stuff, but that looked like that's exactly where she got it from there. H&M Forever 21. I don't know. She looked at basic. But I ain't mad about the basic clothes because I'm basic when it comes to clothes too. But I just feel like you on a reunion show and you know other people gonna have on all this shit. And you supposed to be a designer. I just felt like that was ugly what she had on. I mean, not ugly, but just basic. I liked her shoes though. If I wanted to be positive on anything, I did like her shoes. Um, Nikki looked at cute from the neck down. I don't like her hair. I didn't like her makeup. I just didn't. But her dress and her body was sitting in that dress like it was. It might not have been hers, whoever body it was. Like the dress was on point. Because it was basic but still cute at the same damn time. Some princess she probably should have did. Kamaya hair was ugly. I don't even remember what she had on because her hair distracted me. Like it was ugly. Wrong color, wrong everything. It was just wrong. Hazel looked at plump. That's all I can say about her. She just looked plump. Tiara looked a little plump. And her hair was ugly. What did she have on? Tiara. Basic. I don't know. It was basic. But it wasn't cute. Lil B, I thought she had on a cute dress, but it would have been better on a tall person. Her hair was ugly to me. I did not like her hair, and her hair didn't really too much go with the dress, but the dress would have probably looked it better on a tall person. Um, Nia, whatever her name is, she looked it okay. She just reminded me of watching Fantasia on the stage yesterday, but with different hair. I don't know. Amber, I never liked the way she looked. her dress probably would have been looking better standing up, but I didn't like it sitting down. Miles and Milan looked it like Miles and Milan always look. So I was surprised he didn't come out. Milan didn't come out with no crazy looking shit on, because he had crazy looking shit on in season. But they both looked like Miles and Milan, basic. Um, so that was enough of what they look like. Damn, that was 5 minutes too damn long. This is why I don't do who looked at look. I don't care. But I did care say Rich looked good as he topped it off for the guys to me, and Nikki Baby looked good for the women for me. My opinion. Might not be y'all's, but y'all can tell me who y'all thought looked best dressed for women and men if you want to. Um it started off with them talking about Ray J and Princess relationship, and about her going to jail, and about them linking the story, and did they leak the story. And he was like, why would I do that to myself? Why would I leak bad press? Because they say bad press can be good press, and for you it might be Ray J, because nobody else was talking about your music or nothing else about you. So I'm just saying, don't act like celebrities don't do that ain't getting no time. And then he gonna say, don't be mad because people care more about me in the media than they care about you. I'm sitting there like, well, that's true too, but I'm just saying, like, don't act like it's far-fetched that you could have leaked your own shit. And then you saying that, but Princess kind of said that you kind of ran with it and stuff when she thought that Tiara was her damn friend. So you kind of gotta say something to Princess too. Um, what else? They were talking about Tiara moving in, calling him and giving him the scoop and all that. And I'm sitting there like, don't try to throw her under the bus when you was taking them damn phone calls, right? Like, you wanted to know all that information. You was probably saying stuff to her just as well as she was saying something to you. I don't put it past her that she didn't say nothing to him, or she didn't act like she didn't want to move in, because she was too invested in hurting this girl and breaking them up. Then when she gonna say, "Oh, things just went left," I'm like, Tiara, for real, own up to your shit. Own up to your shit. Things did not go left until you made it go left, because that girl had all good intentions of being cool with you. Then they showed like a clapback segment of Moniece talking about Princess and about how Ray J got her locked up, had her locked up in the house for 2 years or whatever. And so they asked her, did she have anything to say? So she was talking, they started going at it about Ray J was saying something about, well, Moniece thinks she could say stuff to people that I guess she thinks she can bully her, I guess. I don't know. But I was just like, no, Moniece just say regardless. I don't know if it's to people she can bully, but she just say shit regardless. But I'm sitting there like, who she scared of on the show? I don't know. Maybe I missed some shit. Maybe they didn't show some. Maybe he ain't say some shit. But I'm like, who she scared of? Because she say something to pretty much everybody with no problem. Um, but they were also talking. They were just going back and forth. And Princess was saying how, she was saying how she went at Princess because Princess was saying stuff or whatever in that scene. And they asked her what, and she was like, Princess was saying something, I guess, about Moniece's motherhood or whatever, go take care of your child or whatever. So I guess that was a trigger for Moniece, so that's why Moniece reacted the way she did. Okay, because VH1 is fucked up, and we have kind of now know that VH1 be editing the shit out of stuff, and we be over here looking like, what the hell happened? So, okay, that's why she turned up, but I just figured she turned up because her homegirl jumped, so she jumped, but hey. So then they were talking about how Princess was saying how she didn't have a home, she didn't have a place to stay or whatever, and all this stuff. So that kind of made, Princess said that because she said she didn't understand why Moniece was, for the last 2 years, have been going at her in the press. or whatever. So they going at it or whatever. But when Princess said something about her not having a home, it kind of hit something with Moniece. And Moniece said some word, and she walked off the stage, and she said that was her safe word. And then that's when Ray J was saying that she say stuff to people and all that. I was so proud of Rich for stepping up for Moniece. He was like, even if we're not together right now, y'all not gonna do that. And I said, well, damn. Okay. Now Ray J was acting like he was hard, but okay. But he was like, y'all not gonna do that. You're not gonna sit up here and say stuff about her that's not true. They was like, she got custody of her baby, so I guess it's some kind of custody, just not full custody. And that she has a place to stay. Because Tiara was like, no, she do has a place to stay and all that kind of stuff. And Rich was like, what y'all not gonna do is do this bitch shit. I said, oh, and then Ray J was like, what you saying? What you saying? So Ray J kind of was trying to walk up, and Rich wasn't jumping up, and my sister was like, but Rich didn't jump up. I'm like, because Rich was like, little boy, sit down. You don't want it. That's how Rich was looking at Ray to me, like, I ain't worried about you, little boy. Sit down, Brandy's little brother. I'm just saying. That's how he was looking at him, and that's how I was looking at him. But, yeah, so she had to go take a breather. Then they did like this little hashtag, who's the bigger dog, or everybody know who the bigger dog in that 3 situation, because it has to be Soulja Boy. Then they come back and it's about Fizz and Moniece and Marla and Nikki and all that kind of stuff. And Rich basically, Moniece was saying how she just wants to know, like, what's up. Like, I thought she didn't know where their relationship was. Even though they're not together, they're on the rocks, but they not together. But men see things a lot different than women. Men feel like on the rocks, nigga, I can do whatever I want to do. I'm single. But women feel like there's still hope. And it's always going to be a miscommunication with men and women on that part. But so she's still holding on to hope. And she got hurt because he said that they wasn't together and while she was backstage or whatever. But Nina brought up something about them being engaged or whatever, and that's kind of what triggered, I think, that. And that basically they not together, but he care about her. She gonna always be taken care of. Long as he with her or he talking to her, she always gonna have a place to stay. That's all I really got out that goddamn whole bullshit. Rich did say that he paid $3,000 a week for child support. That's $150 something thousand a year. Okay, people just want to read what they want to read on the blogs, and I'm sitting there like, well, yeah, that do be true. So hey, he said it wasn't what Marla was asking him; it was how she was asking him. And I can totally get that, because Marla was coming at Rich totally strong. But like I said, that's a mama looking out for her child, and she's asking these questions because it's out on the internet, it's out on the blogs. But and then I didn't know she had a radio show till C.C was on there, and I'm just sitting there like, well, you should know how things can be misconstrued. You should know how blogs can be. So for you to ask him like that, maybe that's probably what offended him. But I was like, Rich, you have to ask you have those parents that wants to know the well-being of their child, so they're going to ask you. I don't care how old you are. They also talked about the whole him not coming down to LA and Richie D. Moniece. Like I said before, I never thought that Richie was gonna be the victim on this season. And that's basically what he was, because he didn't come out there and Richie D her. We never seen him talking to no other girls besides that bitch Nikki telling him. We never saw him in no scene with no other woman like that. You never saw him doing no turn up shit with his homeboys and trying to get with a girl and fuck her in the bathroom. We never saw none of that. All we saw was him trying to be with her. So I give him that on him being a whole different person because he want to be able to fuck the next batch of bitches, thinking he changed. I'm just saying. I just feel like, okay, he was just cleaning up his reputation for the next batch of bitches. But they also talked about the conversation that Moniece had with Fizz. And once again, VH1 fucked up editing because she said that she told him that she didn't want to be in a relationship, but she was just letting him know her feelings and, getting closure and shit like that. And apparently, they had got back together after Rich threw the ring at her because they had got engaged apparently on Instagram, or he texted her and said he wanted to be back with her. So apparently he believed the conversation that she explained, that it was a closure conversation, but Nikki ran back and told him that shit. That's what made them break up. Not Fizz ran back. That's what my problem was. And my problem was Nikki running back, telling him and not knowing the full conversation. But my problem was with Fizz even telling her that. Like why you didn't tell her the whole conversation, or why she didn't relay the whole conversation. I don't know, with VH1 fucked up editing. This reunion just shows VH1 has horrible editing. But Ray was the only one asked Nikki, why did she run back and snitch on the homie? I said, well, why y'all not asking little boy over there, why did he even throw his baby mama under the fucking bus like that? Like, that's what y'all should have been worried about. We wouldn't even be having this damn conversation. But yeah, that was that with them. Who cared? But they did bring up a thing about him needing a way out the relationship, and he was like, "I don't need none of you motherfuckers to need a way out of a relationship," because apparently he had told Fizz in a conversation that maybe that's his way out if Fizz and Moniece was gonna be back together, and Fizz said that they wasn't gonna be back together, but he said that would have been his way out. So Fizz once again ran back and told Nikki. Just saying, Fizz is a little boy. He ran back and told Nikki some shit, and it was misconstrued. I'm just saying, he gossiped too fucking much. Miles and Amber and Milan, I don't care to even talk about their storyline because everything that they said on that stage is what we've been hearing and seeing in the blogs and on interviews. And Milan didn't have a mama. It was hard on Miles to come out. Amber felt played. She felt embarrassed. That's all that happened. And he over there crying. And like I said, if it was probably anybody else, I probably would have sympathy. But all the shit that we have seen play out on social media, they fucked it up for everybody to feel any kind of sympathy for them. And then I'm sitting over there looking at Milan, and he looking at them, but I'm sitting there like, you said, it's just so many holes in their story. And then watching their interviews, because Milan said that he been knew that homeboy was gay, that he got video of him at some kind of ball that was long time ago. And I'm sitting there like, well, why did you go to his people house and play it like you didn't, like this was a new situation for you? And why did you be with a dude for 2 years and allow him to go back and forth between you and homegirl? And I'm just so over them. I was just, the whole time they on the stage, I was over it. Even with Amber. Now I get it. I felt like this with Amber. Amber did not get mad at Milan when they had that conversation in the counselor. She didn't break down about him being gay. She broke down when he said he was in a relationship. That's when she broke down and got mad at him. Because you had been making her hold on for 2 years, 2.5 years, because they want to say the half part. 2.5 years. You was making her hold on, knowing you was fucking somebody else. So, whatever. I'm over them. Just like I'm over Max and Lil B. I'm so over this little bitch. Like, I don't want to see them back next time. They were boring. she was team too much. Like I didn't get it. I didn't understand it. I liked him more than I liked her. I just didn't get this girl. Even and then got mad when Ray J was saying, all is every girl in the studio is not a host. Don't be defending these hoes. Bitch, it's not. I got plenty of homeboys in the industry out here doing a thing. And I would be mad if somebody girl came in there calling me a hoe because I'm sitting in a studio with him watching him do music. But it ain't my fault that he lied to you and didn't tell you no girls was in here or whatever. But for you to walk up in a studio and we are homies, don't get mad at me. Like, so that's why I was on Ray J's side on that part. Like, because every girl in the studio is not a fucking hoe. It's not. I be in there all the time. I'm cool with a gang of dudes that do music and ain't fuck not nan one of them. Ain't never came at them like that. They have never came at me like that. So I get irritated when girls, wives or girlfriends or whatever get mad at the girl being in the studio. Not my fault that your ass is such a bitch or nagging that he don't want you around him doing his music. Like, oops. I mean, I ain't even on no hater shit. Like, I just get irritated with girls trying to dog the next woman out and I know the whole fucking situation. And that's what she did. Um, they talked about the whole ring thing, and she was like, "Cause I had shorts on, then I would have been all up on that hood." I was like, "Bitch, and I hope your knees would have burned." I was just like, "You dumb." And then she was like, "A girl got to do what a girl got to do." I said, "Yeah, but women don't act like that. Mm-mm. Girls maybe, women, mm-mm. That she's a banshee to me. You've been with this man for 11 years, and this is what you want to portray on TV, that you jump on top of his car, you running after him, looking dumb. I just can't. I just can't. You need me?
No.
Okay.
Oh, I'm hungry.
Okay. Hold on. Almost done. And then they gonna say she's so stupid when they asked Shonda about her ring, and Shonda was like, "We don't always wear a ring." I was like, "Bitch, that doesn't. I mean, okay, a ring is good, but that don't mean he won't cheat on you, dumb idiot. Like, she dumb. She dumb. Told you, little girl compared to a woman. Oops." Then they said Ray J was a bad influence on Max. And dumbass Princess was like, "Because he is." And I'm like, "Shut up, because your ass is over there sitting over there holding on to him too. So shut up." Sis and Kamaya in the appetizers, I was over this whole segment because everybody said sorry. I was like, what the fuck? I mean, I understand you're supposed to get closure or whatever, but I was just like, so nobody just gonna really talk about what happened. Everybody just gonna be like, "Oh, I'm sorry what I said. I'm sorry I said you was an appetizer. I'm sorry I said yo." Well, she did not say. She said she apologized and said it wasn't a time and place for that conversation. She never said that his dick game wasn't, on point. She just said that it wasn't a time and a place for that conversation. She didn't say it wasn't true. Then he all in his feelings. My sex is good. I'm like, you's a little boy. Because a grown ass man is not going to be over there. My sex is good though. My sex is good though. A grown man ain't have to brag what his sex game is like so we can tell you, a little boy. Oops. I wanted them to talk about the whole Nikki baby making this girl a bag and talking shit, and then they all saying sorry. I'm sitting there like, huh? Did I miss some shit? They talked about her moving in and how it was miscommunication, and he put her out there and said she was having family trouble at home. That's why he let her come over there. But I'm like, well, you kind of did let her move in, man. But it was not right for her to go in there and move shit around. Like, bitch, if somebody offer you somewhere to stay, you just go to bed. Wake up, go home. I don't know. But you don't move around stuff. That was out of line. Fizz and Moniece and Marla kind of irritated me. This whole segment irritated me because it was like, huh? Because I kind of understand where Moniece is coming from this one, but We didn't get to hear it. So I was irritated. They were supposed to talk about Fizz and Moniece and Marla and the whole custody issue. And Marla was like, she just want Moniece to make Cameron a priority. And when Moniece started explaining her whole situation, Moniece, what makes people mad is you take too damn long and then you start with the wrong thing. Because I love you, girl, but you started with the wrong thing. Moniece was saying how, because I'm understanding where this conversation was going to go. But Moniece was saying how she was young when she had Cameron. Her mom was not going to be the mom that gets up and help her raise her son. Everything was going to be on her. So it probably was overwhelming to her. I'm just putting it out there saying it might have been. I don't know. I don't know her like that. But it might have been a little overwhelming to her. And she saw that her baby daddy had that structure where his parents were there to help him and take care of. And then she didn't have that. She didn't want to be moving around pillow to post. She didn't want to have that drama filled household for her son. So that's probably why, it was okay for Cameron to be with his dad full time. You know what I'm saying? I'm just thinking. That's what I'm thinking. But these banshees on the couch didn't even let her explain herself. So I don't know what she was going to say. But I was so irritated. The little chihuahua and the bitch on the pole talking about somebody. The wife. The mother on the pole. But you worried about her giving her son to his dad. Then what made me mad about Shonda talking about you only the only person he has. No, he doesn't. He had his daddy. That's where she put him in a better fucking situation. She probably knew she was thought and all that, and she was out there and made a better choice for her son. It wasn't like she gave him up for adoption. It's not like she left him on somebody's fucking steps. I was kind of irritated that these women that makes bad fucking choices. I'm not saying stripping is being a bad choice, but when your man is in the fucking industry and all his homeboys can see your coochie wide open, them are bad fucking choices. Sorry. Like I said, don't have a problem with strippers. I have a problem with strippers that they man in the industry and then they acting like they holier than fucking thou. That's what I have a problem with. Then that little chihuahua over there. Where about yours? Where about you making bad choices of as a woman running down the street after a man because he don't want to wear his ring? Bitch, where about your choices? Where about you jumping in fights ain't got nothing to do with you? But the girl, what made me mad is because they didn't even allow her to explain herself. They just, there's no excuses. I wouldn't do this. I wouldn't do this. Bitch, it wasn't your child. It wasn't your life. It wasn't your decisions. Like what you do with your child, the next bitch won't do with her child. And I kind of got mad and I felt some kind of way because my oldest son, I let him go stay with his father when he was in the 4th grade. And it wasn't because I was a bad mom. It wasn't that I was in the streets. It wasn't that I couldn't take care of him. I just felt like shit. It's his daddy turn. It's his daddy turn to show him how to be a man. He's at that age where even though it was a man in the house, I didn't really want him to discipline him and have to deal with 2 men going at each other because he being disciplined. So I wanted his daddy to be able to discipline him. Then another thing is he thought the grass was greener on the other side. So I was like, okay, go Steve. The grass ain't greener on the other side. So boom. But other than that, like you never know why women make the choice to have the child go stay with their father. And it's not always because this girl is a bad mom. But like I said, it was the way Moniece explained that part. My mom wasn't going to get up. But no, it wasn't your mama's duties. But like I said, they wasn't letting this girl explain herself. So I was irritated. Then they get mad. Who you talking to? Bitch, I'm talking to you. You talking to me? Like, I didn't get it. I didn't get it. Like, mm-mm. But anyway, um, Monique's nothing do come before your child, but I feel like I said, it was a reason for all that. Then, like I said, he said last season that she was staying in an environment that he didn't want his son in. So I'm just saying. And maybe that was LA higher than a motherfucker. Maybe that was the only environment her ass can afford. Her music ain't popping. I'm just saying, and that's no shade to her, but I'm just saying nobody was hearing about her music and shit. I don't know if their dicks is selling her little toys. I don't know. But I just felt like nobody let her explain, and I wanted to hear her side of the story before I just go in on this girl. Then I'm sitting there like, she must not be too bad because Fizz never said she didn't have custody at the beginning of the show. I'm just saying. And I follow her on Instagram. I see her with the baby all the time. I see that the baby got like a little clothing or shoe line or something like that. I see Fizz with the baby. They both being co-parents to this little boy. So it's hard to go in on her when we see something different on social media. It's easy to go in on Milan and Miles because what they play out on social media when the show not on. So that's how I feel. Tell me what y'all thought about it. This video is already too long because I don't know why. But y'all tell me how y'all feel. This is the last damn video of the nonstop November. Oh, no. I think I'm going to be back for the Black Ink Crew Chicago tonight instead of waiting till tomorrow. But if not, this is the last video of nonstop November. Thanks for everybody for riding with me through November, doing a video every day in November. So yeah, thank y'all so much for riding with me. Follow me on all social media by the Ghetto View, THA, not THE. And I will talk to you guys in the next video. Gotta go feed my fam. Alright, peace out.